There, DCW Hawks here with another figure review. Today we're going to take a look at the Medicom Mafex Amazing Spider-Man comic book version. Today's going to be a little bit different video because I actually have somebody with me. Say hello, Devin.
Hey.
So let's get to it, see what this guy's all about. Spider-Man out of his package, and right off the bat, you can tell that this is, I'm gonna go on record and say it, this is the best Spider-Man figure, 6-inch form, that has ever been made. The options with this guy, posability wise, are endless. Get his leg up high like that for like a classic Spider-Man kick. He's web swinging. Oh yeah, this guy has it all. Looks, articulation, and it's not like one of those Revoltech figures where it's got all those weird wonky joints. Remember that Deadpool I had?
Yeah.
Like you can stick his arm like way up here, but then you see like this gap, and
Yeah, it does.
not cool, man. But this one has all the articulation, but is also very aesthetically pleasing. It's like, oh, brother. I can't believe I have to deal with these people. Anyway, the colors that they went with on this are not like the promotional shots we got, but I kind of like them a little bit more. Like the metallic, somewhat matted blue, and the red with the sculpted in spider webs. A lot of people don't like the sculpted in webs, but I think they're perfect. Lots of shading in there. Really reminds you of the old Toy Biz figure days, where you couldn't really tell if it was black or blue, like on the McFarlane Spider-Man. It was like super black or super blue, but it turned out looking black because of just all the shading on there. Get the back Spider-Man emblem posted on there. I'm pretty sure Devin's too little to remember any of the McFarlane toys. Or not the McFarlane, but the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends. He's only seen them with Hasbro, but I'm sure you'd like them.
Probably.
So he's got all kinds of webs, web kicks, and just going on for hours just messing with this guy. But let's get into articulation. And this guy's got a crap ton of it.
Cats.
Yeah, if you hear background noise, it's our cats being cats, I guess. Alright. Stay. There we go. I don't know why I did that. I'm just going to pick it up again anyway. You want to go through it with me?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. So his head is on a ball peg right there. Yeah, see it's got movement in the peg itself. You plug the neck in, and then that's got a ball peg in there.
Yeah.
You see that little bend in it right there?
Yeah.
That's what caused it, is that he can look up super high, or look like he's flying at you. You can't get that kind of range unless you got that bend in there.
It reminds me of the game that came out on PS4, where like you would shoot up and he would just look directly up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that. He just like, and then it's like, just throw himself up,
Yeah.
and he was gone. I gotta finish that game. I still haven't beaten it yet. Only thing with these Mafex figures is you do have to rearrange the joints to make it look right. But, excuse me, without those joints, you wouldn't be able to get into all these cool, crazy poses. Oh, shoot, his hand fell off. We'll get to hand swapping later. Jumping ahead of ourselves here. Anyway, back to articulation. Next on the double ball peg, as I showed you. You can go left very far, right super far, 360. Look up so far. It's like as far. That's further than humanly possible, I think, without getting a severe crank in your neck. Yeah, Devin's over there trying to do it. It's pretty funny.
I failed.
Now look down. Back up a little bit. Look down a very fair amount as well. Arms are on the ball peg joint as well. Go way out past 90 degrees. So I mean,
that's almost a 180.
Yeah.
So maybe a 150.
Yeah, something like that. Then inside inside the shoulder joint, it has a little bit of rotation in there. And then this awesome butterfly joint, which gets him to really get across. I mean, he can all the way across his head with both hands. It's like, no, don't look at me. All because of that little butterfly joint. Then you have bicep swivel right here. Double jointed elbows. Wrist swivel. Wrist swivel. Wrist bend. Then you move into the diaphragm joint. He's got 360 diaphragm joint, which is nice. You do get a little bit of gappage if you go too far back.
Yeah.
Then a little bit of paint that they missed right here, if you can focus in on it.
I don't know if they can see that in the video.
You see it's darker right here, and then they just kind of cut it off right there.
Yeah.
Then it picks back up right here under the spider emblem, which does look nice in itself. Very nicely sculpted. Mm-hmm. Back to articulation. He's also got a waist, swivel at the waist. Not focused. There we go. Swivel at the waist. And rotation at the waist. Oh my god. Cats are going crazy. Then he's got this floating crotch piece right here, but does not hinder the articulation of the legs, which we'll get to right now. It's on the pull down method, so you can make him look really weird. That's kind of cool. Anyway, his legs will go out with the pull down method. That's way past 90 degrees, but essential for Spider-Man poses, getting wall crawling poses, which we'll get to later also. And double jointed knees. Ankles are on a rocker, so you got pivot right there, down fairly well, actually as far as you can get down, pretty good up too, and he's got it. He does. It's just super tight because I haven't moved it yet. There you go. Toe articulation. That's what reminds me a lot of the 90s Toy Biz too. They all had toe articulation. You don't really get those anymore. Standard Marvel Legends. So yeah, the articulation on this guy is amazing. Get it?
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man. Accessories, and boy, I tell you, this guy's got a crap ton of them. Between like 1 million pairs of hands. I mean, look at this. Look at all these hands.
A lot of hands.
Hands everywhere.
Is that one magnetized?
Yeah, there's actually, we'll get to it. Actually, a couple magnetized hands in there.
That's cool.
But there's a look at all his hands. I'll go through them just quickly since I've already showed them to you. So he has a pair of wall crawling hands, or like excited hands, like stop. Oh, wait, they're backwards. Like this. Diamond cutter hands for you wrestling fans out there. A pair of fists for punching bad guys in the face. And Devin just punched me. Thumbs up hands. I'm just kidding, they're web holding hands. But they look like they'd work for thumbs up.
Yeah, they do.
Maybe certain shots you could get them doing a thumbs up. And of course you have to have whipping hands. So I mean Spider-Man. Spider-Man not whipping any webs. It's not Spider-Man for me.
Exactly.
And then here we have extra feet. Magnetized feet. I'm probably just going to keep the magnet feet on him at all time because it doesn't really do anything. Oh look, they stick to each other. That's cool. You shut up. Those are pretty cool. It also comes with 3 different head sculpts. This one, we've seen a bunch, but that's my favorite one of the 3. I like it a lot. Love the big eyes on it. Then we also have a more squinted, angry eyes.
He looks mad.
Yes, he does. And at first, the promotional images, I didn't really like this head, but in hand, seeing it, having it on the figure, I actually don't mind it that much. Just love the detail of the sculpted web lines and the dry brushing black right around there. See on the jawline, it accentuates it. Love them. And finally, for heads, we have the unmasked Peter Parker head. And I didn't like this thing in the pictures either. But again, it's another one of those things where once you see it in hand and on the figure, it looks really good. It's got a very, very 90s look to it with the hair. Oh, crap. The hair he's got here drooped over.
Yeah.
Be cool if they kind of made it more like the animated series Spider-Man Peter Parker, because that would have been cool. But it's not too bad. And to switch them out, you see you got that little skin right there. Actually, I have to pop the whole neck off. And then you just pop that little guy on there. And you have
Peter Parker.
You can stand up. There you go. In focus, unmasked Peter Parker. And it's an adult Peter Parker, I want to say. Probably like mid-20s. So not too... I mean, he's been Spider-Man for probably 10 years at this point when this figure was made. With this look, if I had to guess. So that's pretty cool. Oh, and I'll also show you real quick how you switch out the feet. What I like to do, because I had the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Mafex figure, and it was the same way. Just point the feet down, and you just pull. Whoa. Oops. Excuse me real quick. Technical difficulties. Stage is falling down, Devin.
That's not good.
Yep, see, you just have that little peg right there. Little hole right there. And you just insert the foot. Well, maybe. So it's a lot harder to do on camera than it looks. Well, that just looks painful.
Yeah, it does.
Poor Petey. I'd have to take a blow dryer to it. I'm afraid I'm gonna break the peg.
Technical difficulties.
1 second. Damn set's collapsing right in the middle of a review. That's not cool. Alright, we got it. Excuse me for a moment, I'll be right back. I'm going to switch the feet out. Alright, we're back. See? Magnets on the feet. Took some doing, but we got them on there.
Yep.
And also with the magnetic feet come the magnetic wall crawling hands. So you get them in focus. It's not focusing there, well, kinda. But anyway, yeah, you see these hands here. Where's the other one at? Too many red hands laying around everywhere. There it is. But yep, as you can see, there's little magnets in there. Make them clap. And then you just get the little ball peg, or the little peg right there. They just port plug, whatever you want to call it. Just stick them right in the hole there. And he's got magnets on his hands now. Stay tuned for pictures at the end of the video where I'll show you with him crawling on my fridge. That's what everybody seems to use, is the fridge, so I'll go for the fridge too. Well, yep, you see here. Now he's all magnetized. Pretty cool. Oh, crap. Yeah, that happens, but it's just a plug and play type deal. You just plug it back in. That happened the other night when I was messing around and I was like, oh god, it's broken. But I looked it up. It happens to everybody. Figure's not broken. No need to freak out.
Basically just like when you take out the hand and change it.
Yeah, pretty much. So those are all his hands and feet and heads. Stay.
He doesn't want to.
It is kind of hard to get him to stand up sometimes, I will say that. He also comes with a super ridiculously small unmasked mask, I guess. Details on it are pretty good, but it's just
Small.
It's super tiny.
Especially like if you compare the masked head and the mask side by side.
Yeah, see.
It's like ridiculously small.
Yeah, they kind of dropped the ball with that. I'll say that. But so far, that's been about my only gripe with this guy, is how small this mask is. Truth be told, I'm probably not even going to use it, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So, moving on. You can't have Spider-Man without webs, right?
Yay, webs.
He's got this, I'm assuming this has got the little port on it. So you take the grabbing hands for pictures. Looks like he's swinging on it. Not too bad. I make my own webs though. I haven't done it in a while. But I got a feeling I'm going to make some for this guy because he deserves them. And you got two little, well, where's the other? There it is. Two little flipping webs here. Like they're shooting right out at you. It's a little bent, but it's not a big deal. I'll show you how to use these here in a second. A couple longer flip webs. Too bad. I wish they weren't just straight white though. It has some kind of variation to them.
Like kind of black lines.
Yeah, like a black dry brush or something.
Yeah.
Now, I know you said this wasn't a McFarlane Spider-Man, but those webbings, the pattern on them, looks like total McFarlane. Just the way he would draw his webs with like the little circles around them and the squigglies here. I don't know what the freaking technical terms are, but some would call them lines and squigglies. And the last web accessory he has is this long, sprayed out one. Like he's spraying something to grab it. And it's got this little hole right here that you port into this piece right here, which would connect to the Mafex stand, which I haven't shown you, but I will. And then you can hold it like he's shooting that web away. But the only thing is, it has to be a grabbing web. They did not add the little clip to peg it into his wrist. So that's unfortunate. But I'll show you how to do that real quick. Take the hand off. I always picture him using his right hand for whipping. I mean, he uses both, but I'll go with a short one.
Yeah, usually when he needs one hand to web, he usually uses his right.
Yeah. So you got this little hole here. And you got this little peg. You put the hole, or put the peg through the hole.
Then you put the hand out.
You have to put the right hand on, though. Literally, the right hand. Again, not so easy to do on camera. Mad respect for the YouTubers out here who make it look like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Figure reviews are pain in my buttocks, but they're fun to do. See, there you go. That's all secure. Looks like he's shooting a web. Alright, another gripe I do have is the white they use. Since this is how you peg the webs in, you can see it wrapped around his wrist.
Yeah, it's way too visible.
And that is not very aesthetically pleasing. If they could figure out a way to do it like Mezco does, where they just kind of hook it in to the hand and you don't really see it, that would be great. But I mean, worst comes to worst, you could always just throw a little paint on there or something.
Make it look like a watch.
Yeah. What kind of Spider-Man are you watching? Where he wears a watch around on the outside of his suit? Okay. Anyway. No, Ryan Pfeffercorn commented on my photo. Get off my review, Pfeff.
He could have a, well, not like a watch on, but like a canister for the webs.
Yeah.
A canister holder.
Well, I think they kind of incorporate that into the newer Spider-Man things.
Yeah,
like,
but this isn't newer Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So.
But anyway, that about wraps it up for accessories, guys. Stay tuned. We're going to have a few size comparisons coming up next. Do some size comparisons. Oh, before I forget, there's the thumbs up hand, or the web holding hand. I like to call it a thumbs up hand, because thumbs ups are awesome.
Thumbs up.
Yep. Stand up.
Now I have to make him stand again. Yay.
Alright, he's good. So, first off, keeping with the Mafex line, we have the Mafex Dawn of Justice Armored Batman. He's a little bit of an older figure, so he doesn't like to stand very much either. There we go. As you can tell, he's a little bit taller than Spider-Man, as he should be. Because he's older, he's bigger, he's got a bigger body build.
And he's wearing a giant metal suit.
Yeah, there's that too. Second, we have... Gotta have a NECA in there, so I love my NECA figures. The retro cloth Ghostface. And he doesn't like anybody, so he knocks everybody over. Lucky he didn't stab you guys. But obviously NECA, the retro cloth, is an 8-inch scale. Damn it, Batman. They're 8-inch scale, so obviously they're going to be much taller than the 6-inch scale figures.
Which is why, if you notice, the screen looks different.
Yeah, I had to adjust the screen a bunch of times just to get them to fit in here. So, but I'm going to get rid of these guys because they're making things difficult for me. Making my life difficult. I don't like that. I don't know about Devin, but I think you can't have Spider-Man without this guy. Marvel Legends Toy Biz Venom. And I think those two look great together. That is honestly, probably in my opinion, the best Venom figure that was ever made.
Next to the best Spider-Man figure.
Yep. Except for this stupid jaw gimmick thing that he does. You have no head articulation at all because of the stupid jaw. But other than that, the build and everything, I'm getting distracted again. This is not a Venom review. This is a Spider-Man review. But anyway, love this figure. Yep, I think they scale just right together. And finally, the last figure I have is actually a custom I made. Well, I can't say custom I made. I repainted a head sculpt. But I was going for a comic accurate Spider-Man. And I did a bunch of research, figure out what parts I needed. And this is the best I came up with. It's on the Amazing Spider-Man 2 body with the McFarlane head. Like I said, just a cast of it, just repainted. But yeah, I thought that figure was cool and all until I got that one, and yeah, that figure is nothing compared to the one in the middle. Alright guys, this has been my review of the Mafex Metacom Toys Amazing Spider-Man comic book version. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe, share, do all that social media crap. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.
See ya.
See ya.
My soul dragging behind me on a chain. It's easy when you have no one else to blame. So alone, carry my burden still.